Hey guys, I just want to let you guys know that we have a Discord server now. So if you want to join it, please check it out at the end of the video or in the link below. You know what? I feel like gaming lately has too much ease of play, catering to normies, simplicity. You know what? I don't want simplicity. I don't want ease of play. I want something that challenges me for once. I want something that challenges me unfairly. What's that? A Star Fox game that has exactly what I'm looking for? Well, dust off the Wii U gamepad. Power on your Wii U that's been sitting in your closet for 5 years. Let's play some Star Fox Zero. Okay, a few minutes into the game and I can safely say these controls are kind of trash. They're not terrible, I got used to them, but just kind of more complicated than it needs to be. Like, remember, you know, in the original Star Fox 64, when you just aim and shoot stuff with the analog stick? You just use that for aiming? Pretty good, right? That didn't need to be changed. But instead, you aim using this thing. On the TV, you have a third-person view of your ship, and on the gamepad, you have a cockpit view. In third person, you have less precision when shooting enemies, but you can see when stuff is about to hit you. While in first person, you have more precision shooting enemy ships, but you have trouble seeing what you're about to crash into. So it's either have less precision, which, depending on what kind of player you are, it doesn't matter, or you run into stuff all the time. I think you're supposed to rapidly switch between the TV and the gamepad every 5 seconds or something like that. I don't know what Nintendo had in mind for this, it's weird. But to me, it's just clunky. In fact, everyone agrees that the setup is clunky. Like, who would prefer this setup to, let's say, the setup from Star Fox 64? No one. It's just simple as that. Imagine in any shooter, third-person shooter or first-person shooter, having to look at the gamepad to aim through your sights. Now, you might be saying to yourself, but SheikahShroom, you don't have to use the gamepad most of the time. You can just play on the TV. And I say to that, wrong. There are a lot of moments in the game where the gamepad is required to play correctly or you're gonna die. Also, in the first level, the NPCs constantly harass you just to use the gamepad, or the motion controls. Okay, let me quickly cover the story. Fox's dad dies, a big monkey head starts a war or something, and now we stop the war. Basically the same story as Star Fox 64, only like a few extra plot points tossed in at the very end that weren't in the original game. I think this is supposed to be the new canon or something, since they're switching to Fox's design from Zero for the new Smash Brothers. So yeah guys, this is officially the new canon game or whatever. How does that feel? And if you think I'm skipping any major plot points or anything, or any plot points in general, you are actually wrong. That's pretty much all the story there is to the game. Well, that's fine. This isn't really the kind of game I would expect a major story like, let's say, Final Fantasy VII or The Last of Us. It's like some of my favorite games of all time, like Sonic Mania, Breath of the Wild, Garfield Kart. Barely have any story, and I love them. Now, before I move on to the gameplay, I just have to cover the lip syncing. Or the lack thereof. Oh boy, not only is it nostalgic, but it's easier to animate as well. I don't know, just feels cheap to me. I hope they don't try this in the next Star Fox game. Okay, I've explained the controls and the story, but I haven't really explained what the gameplay consists of. You start on planet Corneria and slowly make your way towards Venom to take out Andross. And along the way, you just kinda do stuff. The gameplay involves shooting spacecraft / giant robots like in past Star Fox games. Shooting bad guys feels great. You have a laser cannon that can be upgraded to do more damage. You can even charge your laser to fire a laser ball thing that destroys multiple enemies at once. And again, just everything feels fluid. It's the way it should be. Thanks, Platinum. Most of the time you're kinda on autopilot, but in some parts of the level you're able to fly and explore to your heart's content, which is called all range mode. The more action-packed sections of the game are a major highlight of the game in my opinion. They don't really add anything to the Star Fox franchise, though, at first, because they bring back whatever this thing is. You know, remember this from Star Fox Zero? Oh right, no one remembers it because it was never released. Now the R-Wing can turn into this little chicken walker thing. It almost looks like it's from Star Wars or something. You can change into this cute little walker at any time you want to bring the fight to the ground. It's usually not the best idea, but it's an option. The only time I really found myself using it was when you're forced to use it in these weird puzzle sections. And this is where Star Fox Zero kinda goes downhill. It decides to experiment. Which is stupid, because when a game experiments it should be a good thing. Like imagine if Sonic never made it into 3D, or if Zelda never did the entire open world thing with Breath of the Wild. Anyway, they bring this weird gyro wing aircraft that's used in these stealth missions. I think they're like 2 or 3, but I only encountered one of them. They're mostly focused towards avoiding searchlights, puzzle solving, and hacking stuff. Some people really don't like this mode, but honestly, I think it's not bad. I wish the gameplay was more refined, if you know what I mean. For instance, the hacking. All you have to do to hack is make sure this little robot dude is touching the computer, I guess. And boom, hacked. That's it. That's all you had to do. I think it would be much better if the hacking was like a little mini game. Otherwise, the gyro wing, it just feels like it was just shoved in for the sake of having a game mode. Same with the Landmaster. It's here too, I guess, and this time it can fly, and it uses a bunch of energy, so I don't see what the point of it being here is, to be honest. Like, anything that these vehicles can do, they do it much worse than, let's say, the R-Wing can. Gyro Wing is slower. Also, the R-Wing can hack, by the way, so what's the point of the Gyro Wing? To extend game time by having a slower vehicle? Also, the little chicken walker mode thing is moves a lot faster than the Landmaster does, so yeah, I think the point of them was just to extend game time. For instance, example where the R-Wing works better than the Gyro Wing is in this alternate mission where you play as the R-Wing instead of the Gyro Wing, and it's honestly a much better experience playing as the Gyro Wing. Or, not Gyro Wing, R-Wing. Speaking of alternate missions, let's talk about those for a second. Here's a new element instead, added to the Star Fox lore. Portals! Wait, were they always in Star Fox? You can find these by finding secret areas and levels, which can lead to different bosses and stages. I'll talk more about the alternate paths you can take, but honestly I only found like one alternate path. That was in like the first level. That was like after I finished the game, so yeah, I didn't really look through the game, sorry guys. Okay, we're almost to Venom and it's gone. Oh no! Turns out the Cornerians were working on these portals with Andross and they kicked him out because bad. Yeah, I didn't remember the plot, so I just wrote this. And he's like sealed into a pocket dimension and we blow him up and stuff. Here's something weird. I tried looking up the plot for the game and I literally could not find it anywhere. It was the weirdest thing. Okay, we're going finally face against Andross. I've been waiting for this. Oh, hey, it's our dad, back from the dead. Instead of a simple rehash of the original, we get this new version that's honestly not bad. You have to use a little puzzle solving, or not really puzzle solving, with the gamepad and get through the little shield thing so that you can get to Andross. I didn't realize at first that you had to be in the walker mode, but otherwise, great final boss. You barely have to use the Wii U gamepad. It's wonderful. Okay, so I've been a little harsh on this game, but is it really bad? No, actually, I think it's quite a good game. It has its flaws, sure. It has other gameplay styles that are not really needed. Tries to go experimental within a weird stealth thing. And besides that, it doesn't really add anything that I think is good to the Star Fox franchise, but I had fun the entire time I was playing it, and I think it's a game I'll go back to. Just has some of that good old Star Fox blasting enemies apart fun. It's just plainly a good game, and I would totally recommend it. Except the superior Star Fox 64 remake on the 3DS, that's so far the best version of Star Fox I have played yet. Hey guys, sorry this upload is a little late. I've been having problems with recording and stuff. I've tried to put more time and effort into this video. I just want to say thank you so much for the support lately, guys. We've been getting more views and likes and subscribers than ever, and more watch time. It's not like we're going viral or anything, but just people seem to legitimately enjoy the videos I put out. Well, except a few. Some of my friends say my videos are terrible. But anyway, just want to let you guys know, thanks for the support, and I hope to see you in the next video.